Good evening, junkies. Welcome to EminiJunkie.com, your US Trading Mentor's free trading video for Wednesday, August 24th, 2011. Today we had a total of 14 executable trade signals for a max potential of 14 ES ticks. This video is for educational purposes only, is intended to highlight our high probability trade setups and give you a feel for the quantity of trades taken each trading day using this approach. A full trading plan and daily live trading room can be accessed via our website at EminiJunkie.com. Okay, we opened up this morning. Prior to the open, I should say, at 8:30 we had the news announcements came out, and it made a quick push up in the markets and gave us a signal entry. Normally we would not take a signal entry prior to the open, but our rule sets allow us to when we have a high probability gap distance, and we actually go for a theoretical half gap on our target. And in this case we had an extension entry, ended up hitting targets 1 and targets 2 for 12 ticks. And you can see the market promptly pushed right up to the previous day's close. Now we actually opened right around 11:56, and we had a signal to get short right after the open. Unfortunately for us, the market just came right through that signal. T0 minus 14, full stop out on that particular trade, and that set up another signal to the long side. This one we were able to get our first contract off, but then it pushed down and stopped us out, so we ended up with a T1 minus 2. And then to make the morning even more difficult, the next signal to the downside, one candle, no fill, ended up hitting its target, but we weren't able to capture any of that move. So the market kind of chopped around here at the open, and finally took off to the upside. We did get another signal entry around 9:45 that did hit targets 1 and targets 2 the upside for 15 ticks. And then we really pushed higher. We actually had some resistance. We were looking up in the 70 to 73 area, and right at the 10 o'clock reversal time we pushed just beyond that level, and shortly thereafter we did get a push to the downside. We had a signal short about 10:15 that produced targets 1 and targets 2 for 6 ticks to the downside, and we didn't know that this move was going to push down as hard as it did, but what ended up happening, if you look at a 5-minute chart, we went over and we started hitting the 2040 EMA levels, which you know are favorite trades of ours. In the process, we got a signal long about 10:45, full stop out again, then a signal short that ended up hitting targets 1 and targets 2 for 12 ticks. And this is when we started getting into a little bit of a chop now, because the market pushed down hard enough. We were back at our previous day's close, and then it just kind of stood right between the 2040 and EMA, and it went back and forth. And in the process, heading into the lunchtime dead zone, we ended up taking 2 full stop outs, one to the long side and then one to the short side, and then we did get a T2 signal long. But you know, kind of a rough morning this morning. You know, we had a few signal entries, but we had multiple full stop outs, which doesn't happen very often, but luckily there was enough trade setups today that we were able to recover from that. During the actual lunchtime dead zone, this area between 11:30 and 1:15 on your charts, we do not initiate any new trades per our trading plan, but there was a key area of support. Again, if you go back and look at a 5-minute chart, there was a key moving average right here that we hit to the tick, and we did have some folks that did initiate a trade coming out of that. We don't count any on the videos, nor do we initiate any of those trades, but they were able to hold that into the close today for just a massive push to the upside. So we didn't get any new signals until later in the afternoon. Our first signal was to the downside right around 1:50. That was a partial stop out, T1 minus 2, and then there was a signal long that was for full target, T1 and T2 for 10 ticks to the upside. Another push to the downside, so we made that big push off of that key level, and then we got into this kind of consolidation mode again. And we were in a strong uptrend by the time we started consolidating, so you would expect the trend to continue in the direction of the move. But in the process, like I said, we had multiple signals here, a couple of T1 stop outs, and then we did finally get our last signal right about 2:45. Ended up hitting targets 1 and targets 2 for 11 ticks, and then the market ended up closing near its highs of the day. So very busy day. Yesterday was just full throttle all one direction. Today it was up, a full swing back, and another swing up. Lots of chop that happened in between. The signal doesn't do well in times of consolidation. We get a lot of false signals, and today was no different. Very active day, 14 trades, 14 ES ticks. Quick announcement, I will be traveling tomorrow evening, so there will not be a daily video for Thursday, but we will get the ticks recorded and stuck on the video blog just so you have the ability to keep track. But there will be no video on Thursday, so until Friday, I want to thank you for watching. For more details on this plan, including all the chart setups, or to join our live trading room and video newsletter, please visit EminiJunkie.com or just simply click the link at the top of the screen. Thanks, and make it a great day.